To Cooking with Nana. Today I'm going to be making sweet and sour meatballs. So to prepare my meatballs, I have my meatballs right here. They're already made up. I'm going to be cracking about 3 eggs. Maybe 4 eggs. Because I'm going to dip my meatballs in the eggs and coat it with some flour. And then I'm going to fry them because I'm going to be making sweet and sour meatballs. Now you could coat your meatballs with flour, just have it like this and just coat your meatballs and cook them, or you can coat them with oil. So I'm going to coat mine with flour and oil, you know, and I'm going to fry it like you do chicken. So you can have like a little crunch. And then I'm going to prepare my sauce. This is a quick sweet and sour meatball on top of bedded rice. On top of a bed of rice. So to my egg mixture, I'm just going to add me a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of garlic powder. I'm going to also add some chicken seasoning, just a little bit, about a teaspoon. I'm going to add some black pepper, about a half a teaspoon. And I'm going to get this all mixed up. This is 4 eggs, 4 beaten eggs. I think I'm going to do 5. 5 beaten eggs. So this is going to be sweet and sour meatballs on a bed of rice. And I'm adding my meatballs in here. I'm going to let this marinate for a minute. Get it nice and soaked. I'm going to be cutting up some bell peppers, red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. Also to add to this. Okay, right here I'm going to be chopping up some bell peppers to saute for my sweet and sour chicken meatballs. So I'm just chopping up some bell peppers. I have orange, red, and yellow bell peppers. And I'm going to saute these in a skillet. And I'm also going to cut up a small onion. The vegetables already been washed. In my skillet, I added a little bit of olive oil so I can saute these bell peppers. I'm making sweet and sour chicken meatballs on a bed of rice. Cut up these onions. This is a small onion. I'm just going to cut up a small onion. I'm getting my vegetables sauteed, and a little bit of olive oil so I can saute these vegetables. Right here, my rice is already cooked. I cooked 2 cups of rice, and I added some chicken seasoning to this rice for my sweet and sour chicken meatballs. So right here, I have my vegetables chopped up, and I'm trying to get these sauteed. And here's my meatballs, and I got my skillet on the stove getting hot so I can prepare this dish. Okay, right here I already have some meatballs that I marinated in the eggs, so I'm gonna put them in the flour because I want to give it a coat so I can have a crunch to these meatballs. You know, you just batter it just like you do chicken. Batter it just like you do chicken. And then once my grease get hot, I'm going to be putting it inside my grease, so I can fry it on both sides till it's golden brown. Let me add a little more meatballs to my batter. To my egg mixture. These are chicken meatballs, guys. And I made this egg mixture with 4 eggs, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of pepper, and some chicken flavored seasoning. And so right here I have my flour all in this little pan right here. So I'm coating each meatball in the flour to give it a nice little coat so I can fry them. My vegetables are sauteing. Okay, so my meatballs are cooking. I have some of them actually as brown as I want them to be. And I'm about to take them out. Then I'm going to be adding more. And then I'm going to be making my sweet and sour sauce. Okay guys, my meatballs are done. Got my meatballs done. I got my vegetable saute. And here's my sweet and sour sauce. So I'm going to add it to my skillet. My sweet and sour sauce, guys. To this, I'm going to add a half a cup of water. To my sweet and sour, guys, I added a sweet and sour sauce. I added a half a cup of water. I'm going to add about a half a cup of sugar. And I'm going to bring this to a kind of like a boil. I'm stir it in. Stir it up. My sweet and sour sauce. I'm going to add me some, I think I want to add me a little bit of Cajun seasoning to it. Something to spice it up a little bit. Give it a little extra. I'm going to be adding my meatballs to the sweet and sour sauce. Oops, drop some meatballs. Clean this mess up. Give it a stir. Sweet and sour meatballs, guys. Sweet and sour chicken meatballs, excuse me. Chicken meatballs. Let me turn it up so I can bring it to a boil. So it can start thickening up a little bit more. See you back. It's coming along, guys. See, that looks good, don't it? Sweet and sour chicken meatballs. I'm just gonna let this simmer a little bit. And to this sauce, all I added was a little bit of Cajun seasoning. I think I want to add a little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit. Sweet and sour chicken meatballs, guys. Okay, guys, my meatballs is done. I have my rice placed the way I want it. And I caramelized some vegetables, so I'm going to start by putting vegetables in my rice first. Caramelized vegetables. This is caramelized vegetables, guys. red, yellow, and orange bell peppers, and onions. And now I'm going to place some of my meatballs on top. This is chicken, sweet and sour chicken flavored meatballs. On a bed of rice. Voila, guys, my meal is done. Thank you for watching Cooking with Nana. Please hit the like and subscribe and share button. Thank you. Good night.